much productive. But once fear or shame or guilt or whatever, the negative things that you take inside, what happens is your thinking brain slows down. So, whatever that comes to, because you capture here in the emotional brain, short circuit happens, it diverts it and it gets to the survival mode, where you badly run through. You just come to a conclusion, oh my goodness, if I complete, that's enough. You will not aim for excellence, whatever it is, who's going to read my thing? Finally, if I could have a certificate, is all that is what but you would have entered or registered PhD with a great ambition, great aspiration. You may have a, great, aspiration is what you would have dreamt about, great dreams. But now, all that you want is, I want to complete it, I want to get the doctorate. That's simply because there was not emotional hygiene that was given. Okay? What you have got the importance, why we have to take care of emotions. Because if I'm not giving you this importance, even if I give you the strategies, you will not take it seriously. It is very, very crucial to take care of emotions, because your emotions just not determines your mental health, it also determines your physical health and also your performance. Your academic performance, your academic excellence, kind of major portion, major chunk of it, emotions takes over. Because if emotions are constrained or if there is distortion in emotions, thinking brain slows down. But when emotional hygiene is given, thinking brain and emotional brain, they go hand in hand. That's where you become emotionally intelligent. See, if you ask me what is emotional intelligence in a simple layman definition, it's nothing but your thinking brain and your emotion brain. All the three parts of your brain, the survival, the emotion, and the thinking brain, they function unanimously, harmoniously. That is where you become emotionally intelligent. So, let me give you a few statistics. I think it's 45 already. So, let me get into a few tips here. Okay, now, how to handle it with care? How to handle it with care? What I'm going to talk to you is just emotional hygiene tips. These are basics. Very much a basic thing. How we don't compromise brushing. Weekly 7 days, my goodness, Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. Let me give break for brushing. We don't do that, right? We don't do that at all, because it's I don't know if people are doing. I don't know. But usually they don't. We don't brush because it's a basic. It's a very basic thing. Likewise, I'm going to give you basic things which I call it as emotional hygienic tips. Why I want to mention that word is because it's not optional. Don't put emotional care as optional. How important that you give for your physical needs and physical hygiene, a much more should be given to your emotional hygiene. So don't take it as an optional, because it's a beautiful thing to work with emotions. And once you get, you work with emotions and you get a grip of it, lifetime, things will change. Because it's kind of a deep word, but still lifetime things will change. Okay, the first thing is, you are 100% responsible for your emotions. Oh my goodness. That's the most difficult thing, right? So usually what happens is, see, for example, let's see this. Let's say, if someone says something, maybe your guide is, emailing you saying, your work is not good or whatever it is. You get a text or you get an email. Immediately what happens? You get choked. You feel like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Immediately your emotions are attacked. Just open up your emotions and you get, injured. The emotions get hurt, attacked. First and foremost, you should understand you and only you are responsible for your emotion, and don't let anything from outside touch your emotions. In a sense, how can I do this? How can I do this? How is it possible? First of all, first and foremost, emotion by itself is a choice. It's a decision thing, it's a choice. Usually what we think is we don't have choice for emotion because we always rest the responsibility on things around, on people around. Okay, this is how this person saw, told about me, or this is what the feedback I got, this is what she said, this is what my marks shows, this is what my the trajectory shows. So that's why I don't feel like I can proceed or whatever it is you may say. No. Yes, feedback comes. There's options. Some feedbacks are good. Some feedbacks are for you. Maybe sometimes it may be rude or whatever it is. It all should stay outside. And emotion is something that I own it, and it is based on my choice. When I put responsibility on others, when I give responsibility to others, they hold my emotional remote control. When your guide says, good, hey, very good, keep doing, some appreciation, it's like a pressing a button and you're happy. The next moment, after a week, another comment, my goodness, you're shattered. So emotional remote control is with others. It's with your family members. You are given, you have made all, duplicates of emotional remote control. Your emotional remote control are given to everyone. And each one presses a button and you are disturbed. No. Get back all the emotional remote control. The first step is your emotion is your choice. You can choose to stay in, calm emotion all the time, irrespective of what is happening. What are you saying? You have to know. What is this? Simple. It's simple. Just take ownership of your emotions, your thoughts, and your feelings. Don't let the thoughts come and occupy you. Just automatically run through. No. Become conscious of what you're thinking. Oh, what am I thinking? I don't have to narrate. Most of the time, emotional exhaustion happens because we dwell in the past or we dwell in the future. What will happen if I'm not doing this? What will happen? What will happen? What if? Try to be in the present and bring in spark hygiene of taking it and saying you should be conscious of what you're thinking. You should not just stay unconsciously of you don't know what you're thinking, preoccupied all the time. Simple step is be present. So when you're present, or when you come to an awareness that you're thinking about the past, or regretting in the sense, thinking about the past in the sense of regretting about the past, or if you come to a quick awareness that you're thinking about the future and worrying, either you regret or you worry. If you are in this two mode and you become aware of it, just tell yourself, just have a self-talk, come back to the present. Yes, I know I did mistake in the past. What can I do? What can I do? I can just learn from my past. Regret doesn't help you. If any one of you are in the face of regretting, I shouldn't have taken this topic, I shouldn't have taken this, whatever regret you are in, just drop it today. Just drop it. That is not going to take you, that's going to drain you emotionally, steal your internal motivation. I'm telling you, steal your emotional motivation. Definitely. Okay? Don't regret. Yes, definitely you would have done a blunder in your past. Yes, mistake is admitted. But what can I do? It is over. I can only learn from it. Okay, I shouldn't have, what are the learning that I can take from there? This was where I lacked. Okay, how can I improve it? How can I do it? Just take learnings from the past. Don't dwell on it. Don't let your past define you. That is one way of taking 100% responsibility of your emotions. Don't let your past define you. Neither your future. You know, you don't know, uncertain. You don't know, it's unpredictable. You don't know how things will be. I don't know how this project PhD will look like with this guide or with this topic. What again? The same mode. Here it is regret. Here it is worry. Both are emotional toxic drainer. They drain your emotion, and it is very, very toxic. And the saddest part is we do it unconsciously. We do it just like that. We are very habituated for it. Very much habituated. Easily we worry or we regret. We shift gears between these two. But we don't pause in the present. You're doing good. Just pat yourself, all who are here. Just pat yourself that you're registered for PhD, either you're completed or wherever part you're in. Just tell yourself, hey, you're doing a good job. Just pat yourself wherever you are. Just pat yourself and say, hey, you're doing a good job. It's okay. That's okay. Yes, you made a mistake. That's okay. You don't know what's next. It's okay. Perfectly okay. Just be present. That is the first and the foremost step of emotional hygiene. Take ownership. Take back the emotional remote control from people. Let them give positive feedback or negative feedback. Take it, keep it outside, validate it, and then take it. Don't let it barge you in. Just crash your door and get inside and rip your emotions. No. Be very careful. That is where you have to be, give extra care to protect. That's why I mentioned it as how to handle it with care. Don't let emotions be trampled by people. We usually let it open for people to trample, but that is the most costliest energy that you can spend. But we spend it just like that because we are not aware of it. That is the source of your motivation. With emotional energy guarded, preserved, cared for, you will thrive, I'm telling you. Very much true. Okay, so take this first step today. Take ownership. Forget your past. Not forgetting. You cannot really forget, but don't dwell there. Don't let your past define. Don't, switch gears to future as well. Do what you can do right now. You miss it, you make a mistake, that's okay. Move on. Nothing is a failure until you give up. If you are on the go, you are still good. I'm not just giving it as a motivational speech, just getting some energy and vibes. No. I'm talking what is literally happening within you. Okay? So have this thought hygiene. Don't be unconsciously engaged with the thoughts. Never do it. Because whenever you are engaged unconsciously with thoughts, it will affect your physical health and your motivation. It will not help you in any progression. Okay, the first one. Second, whenever emotion pops up, emotions can be frustrating, anger, or irritated, sometimes, you don't know how to name the emotion, sometimes very sad, low, gloomy, tired. Sometimes you may not even know how to name it. So when such emotions comes up, immediately don't tell, I'm always this person, I don't know, I'm such an irritating person. And then I'm this, don't judge your emotions. Don't judge your emotions. If irritation is your pattern, don't say, I'm doing PhD, I'm working, I'm taking care of my family. That's why, I'm getting irritated. No. Don't make any judgments. Don't say it is right or wrong. Don't pacify yourself saying, it's okay. Don't grant the permission for yourself to get angry or get irritated or, getting sad. Those are all unhealthy, unhygienic practices. Because you have not taken care of your emotion, you are granting permission for toxic thing within your own brain and mind. No, don't judge it. When you feel sad, just become curious. What is going on with it? Take time. Take time for yourself. Most of the time, PhD scholars or, people who are juggling many things, they don't have time for themselves. See, this is a costly business. Costly thing, if you're not taking care, it's a costly loss. So, please take time for yourself. Self-care is very, very important. Especially when you feel, irritated, disturbed or, kind of trouble. Take time. Pause. sit down. It's okay. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you will not lose anything. We just, think about our past and future and we lose, hours together. But for us to consciously sit and think about ourselves, we won't find the time. Make a point today, as I mentioned. First, take care of your thoughts. Make a decision not to think about future or past. Okay? And likewise, the second thing is make a decision right away today that at least 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes before you could go to bed. And weekly once, at least 1 hour or 30 minutes, that you can just sit for yourself and just track your emotions. Of course, just track it. Okay, I was all the time irritated, or I was all the time, kind of tired and lagging. Just become curious. Just ask yourself, okay, why this is happening? Once you ask that question, you will find there is some thought that is negative or hurting you that is right there inside of you, running behind you. You capture it. You capture it and you restructure it. Because most of the time the negative comments, either it comes from people outside or it is from your own voice of the past or voice of the future. Simple. You don't have any other source for it. Whenever there is negative, thoughts or something, because I told you, whenever your emotions comes up, it's just a signal to tell you that something is not healthy within you. Okay, so once that emotion comes up, it's possible thing, what is beneath it? What is lying beneath my emotions? Because underneath any emotions, there is an unmet need. There is an uncared thought, untouched feelings. You getting me? Okay, so just take care of the thought. Just capture the thought. And once you capture the thought, just see, is this thought worth investing my time? Pause to happen. Once you get that, then restructure it. I'm not going to go fast, I'm not going to do it. Yes, I learned it, I'm going to work on now. So that's a third point. Okay, you capture it, you capture the thought beneath your emotions and restructure it and rewire it. And final thing is, you shift from the preoccupation, unconscious preoccupation. You don't know why you behave the way, you don't know what you're doing, that kind of you don't know thing, unconscious thing, that you're moving now to conscious awareness. Okay, this is what is triggering me. This is what is the trigger. When this trigger comes, this is how I'm responding. Okay, this is what is happening within me. This conscious awareness, brings back or preserves your emotional energy. You don't spend it just like that, or you just don't let, just imagine your emotion as a bucket full of water. Your past, your negative thoughts are like kind of holes in the bucket. So what happens is early morning you're getting up with negative thoughts, you're getting up with pain, you're getting up with big to-do list. And you're getting up with that mood, and from morning till night, before you hit 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, because of all these holes, the negative belief system about your own self that I am not good, I cannot achieve this, or whatever that you have, if it is not healthy, if you have unhealthy thoughts, it leaks the emotions. Kind of, it's just an imagery I want to give you, just to think how it looks. It's like a bucket with, kind of, water or something. When these holes are there, it just leaks, and by the time, it's afternoon, or by 11 or 12, you don't have energy, you're drained, no motivation. How can you at least find 1 hour to sit with your PhD work? You cannot. Even if you find time, you will not have energy. Most of you will be working and doing PhD. So you finish your work, and thereby, in the workplace you lose all your energy. You come home. My goodness, if you have kids, they come. They want to get some energy from you. Some love, some time, and you give the little bit that you have. And now you sit for your PhD. Bankrupt. You're bankrupt of emotions. And you feel this won't work for me. Well, do your PhD well and you will succeed it well. You will try whatever that you dreamt of, you can achieve. Just take care of emotions. It's very costly. Okay? So just keep in mind, these 4 points, simple tips, because definitely emotional intelligence or emotional resilience is a big topic, but I don't want to bombard you with just thoughts. I just want you to give some practical tips which you can take home, start today. Okay, the first thing is take ownership of your emotions. I will not let my emotion get disturbed by anything that is happening around me or that has happened in the past and that is happening in the future. I am the owner. I decide to stay calm. Yes, situations are going wrong. I can handle it, but not by spending my emotions. Not at all. I can stay calm. I will handle things better. First. Second, when unhealthy emotions comes up, irritation or whatever it is, just don't judge it. Just don't say, hey, I am such a wreck, I don't know. No, no, no. Just become curious. Just stop and think, what is my body? What is this emotion signaling me about? Pause there, capture it. And then underneath you will see a thought, a negative thought, a negative belief system. Take it and restructure it. And tell yourself, yes, I can do it. Yes, I missed it in the past. That may be that the voice. You always say you are like this. No, no, no. Just take it. Yes, I did it in the past, but now I can. Just restructure it. And then become conscious of it. Don't ever let any thoughts unconsciously run in the head. Okay? Hope you have got these 4 important points. These are hygienic practices. Don't give it as an optional list. It is mandatory that you have to do it. And to do this, find some time for yourself. Morning, night. And weekly, at least 30 minutes for your own self. Sit quietly. Sit quietly. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. Just think. Just feel your own body. Feel your own emotions. Especially when you get up in the morning, you may get up with a lot of thoughts. Just keep things aside. Just tell your brain, yes, I will attend to all those thoughts, but first I need some, quietness. Just sit quietly. Just take some deep breaths. Just still quietly. Just sit down to check yourself. Okay? So that is very, very crucial. Start doing this. Definitely you will find the difference. And once you capture your emotions, once you capture your emotions and you become aware of your thoughts and your feelings and you become, when you know to take the ownership of your emotions, you are becoming emotionally intelligent. Growing, I won't say, perfectly, yes, you did it, no. But definitely you start the journey. You will see such a difference once, you get that such a, grip of your emotions. If you can name the emotions, you can understand what your body is feeling. Such a relieving thing. You will see yourself getting motivation from it within. Okay, this is, again, an evidence-proved thing. It will work. Okay, taking care of your emotion is very much reflects in your efficiency, in your academic excellence, in your thinking, in the clarity of your thought, in excellence. Emotion plays a very important role. Okay, hope you got some valid points. I think I crossed time here. Anyways, if you have any questions, Q&A, of course, I know there are a lot of questions though. So just let me know if you have any questions, and I don't know how the schedule works for the organizers can take over. So thank you for listening. Hope you got some tips to take away with you. Anything that, whatever that I told you, please take it and put it to action from you. Take it as a, what do you call it? Not as an option. So thank you.
Ma'am, thank you so much. It was really amazing. You have given at least definitely a good picture of how to go about in the next days. How we can start, what to do. Yes, we got an idea definitely, ma'am. It was very nice. And I have one question, ma'am. What do you think about whether sleep and emotions, is it connected, ma'am? Because many a days we don't get good enough sleep, we lack sleep, And generally we say 7 hours should be there to have good health and good mental function. 7 hours is a must, but it's actually very difficult to have 7 hours in our routine without spending time for PhD. Already it's 5 hours, and even more if we cut down from the point of view of PhD, we can take 1 more hour, and if we get less sleep, will it affect our performance and also emotions and all those things, ma'am?
Yes, definitely. Sleep definitely plays a very important role. As you said, it is very difficult to find 7 to 8 hours sleep. But the thing is, when your emotions are at rest, in the sense I was talking about, you're not in the stress hormone, when you're not in that stress mode, when you calm down, when you are in the rest mode, okay, when you capture the emotions and handle it with care, definitely your switch turns on to parasympathetic now, in the sense the rest mode. So when that rest mode comes and pitches in, naturally, sleep comes in a kind of you have a required sleep, whatever your body requires, it will take it from it. Okay, so how I can put this is, once emotion is taken care, you will definitely also find time. Because most of the time when you're emotionally exhausted, you will be all over. When you turn back, what did I do for the morning? You feel like, I didn't say this. Everywhere, everything will be hanging here and there, just kind of, I'm not complete. That kind of sense of incompletion will be constantly there. That will not let you to even sleep. Okay, so when you handle your emotions well and take time for yourself, whatever that you do, you will do effectively. And you will definitely find time. Definitely for your PhD, you will find time. Okay, most of the time, of course, agreeing with you that you're working, you have family, you have everything. Irrespective of whatever that you're juggling with, still can find time if you can emotionally, keep yourself healthy. Because it calms you down and gives you things, whatever you do in 2 hours, technically, when your emotion brain is eased out, it helps your thinking brain to function in a better way. So whatever you do in 2 hours, in 1 hour, those are all research proven things. When thinking brain and emotional brain go hand in hand and they work well, the effort and more work can be done. So in that case, also find time, and because your emotion is well cared, sleep comes well, because your rest mode is there. When it is stress mode is on, sleep is kind of, you have to force yourself, or even if you sleep, it will be disturbed sleep. Okay, so definitely yes, they work. But I would encourage you to start with emotional hygiene. So definitely sleep will have its place in the whole.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Definitely, ma'am. Yes, thank you so much. Amazing answer. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I see there's another question here. How to handle? Oh yes, yes.
I'm Mrs. Priyanka, ma'am. I'm one of the student from NCC.
Okay.
Actually, I completed my counseling psychology course from you in 2018, ma'am. When I was doing my MSc. Yes, ma'am. When I was doing my MSc. So, wish to see you back again after long years, ma'am. Happy to.
So nice, Priyanka. So nice, so nice. So you're doing a PhD now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing PhD in biomedical applications in VIT, Vellore, ma'am.
Wonderful, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, ma'am. As soon as I saw your name, I just came and registered. I want to bounce back to your class. Since I sat in your class in my 2018, this after so long gap, I'm very happy to attend your session. I'm very happy, ma'am. Thank you for the session. Wonderful session, ma'am. Thank you.
Again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the informative session, ma'am. We wish to have one more session for our such scholars, ma'am. If it's possible, I request the organizers to arrange one more class with the ma'am for more deeply, because ma'am's class won't, for our class, as being a student, 45 minutes, 1 hour won't be enough. We'll be sitting for half a day in our class. That will be a very huge intake for us. So I request the organizers to arrange one more class with ma'am. It will be helpful for other research scholars too. Thank you, ma'am. Nice to meet you again, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
I am also a research scholar, ma'am.
Okay.
Today class is very much good and motivation class. Shortly say means motivation class.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Gokul. Thank you.
You told all the valuable points also. I joined late only, ma'am. Now I joined when I came home. I joined, ma'am. But valuable points, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Motivational.
Thank you.
This is the risk.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is otherwise called a motivation class, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Because all
Okay, the questions I just want to take a few. How to handle degrading and our work is not recognized and appreciated, and how to deal in gratitude and negative environment. Yes, wonderful. This is one thing that you always receive, right? The negative comments. Okay. So I'm just taking the question from the chat. So how to handle degrading, belittling? See, first and foremost, the first point that I told you, when you take ownership of your emotions, others say is not my identity. Usually what happens is, when people belittle us, when people are not appreciating for what you have done, the comment, we identify our comment with our own self. Ego identification is what we call. I identify the comment, a negative comment from the, maybe from Gaira or whoever it is. When it comes to you, you identify yourself with it. We don't give that gap and see it as an opinion of another person and handle it outside. We usually don't do it. We just take it, okay, and identify with it and shatter our own belief system. This is who I am. Whatever that they degraded you, belittled you, you take that and that becomes your belief system and it destroys your identity. No. Take care of your emotions. In the sense, your identity, the core thing. You should know who you are. You can make mistake, but that is not who you are. You would have, the point that the opposite person is giving you may be a true comment, may be a healthy feedback, may be a feedback, but she would have presented it in a belittling way. Try to see, if you could keep it outside without identifying, if you could keep it outside, you can just take the positive point that is required and drop the rest. Most of the time we don't do it because we take it, just grapple it, you swallow it. They press a button, your emotion is disturbed. And you take it, you swallow it altogether. Not necessarily. Yes, the other person is a respectful person. They are giving an opinion, yes, that's their opinion. Take it with care, keep it outside, pick what you want, or what is true to you, what helps you. The rudeness or belittling words or degrading words or negative comments, just try to totally drop it down. That's not who you are. You should know who you are. You should know what your emotions are. Okay? So that is how you have to handle it. So it starts with you owning and preserving and respecting your emotion. That is self-respect. That is taking care of yourself. Okay? Hope I've answered the question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. So how about the time between there is organizing meetings for the possible Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Kokila Neelakandan. Your session is very useful, ma'am. Nowadays we are living in the competitive world. Most of the students seeing the social media. Social media definitely affect the emotions, ma'am.
Yes, Kapila. If you can mute yourself, you can answer. Fine. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How the media is impacting? Definitely, yes. We just consume media without filtering. Uh, because most of the time, the digital content, I'm not against the digital thing and the media content. If we know how to just use it for our entertainment or just for our learning, most of the time, even the movie that we sit and watch, if we emotionally get connected, it is not healthy. But if you know how to distance it and see and just watch it for entertainment, that is good. So any content that comes from it's just not from social media or anywhere. Whatever content that you get it from outside, if you could take care of your emotion, you will validate it first. You will not just take everything and consume it. You will not do it. That's not how you handle it, because that's why I get back to the first point again. Taking care of your emotions. If you honor and respect your emotions, you will not put everything. If you put garbage in, garbage will come. Your brain is important. Your mind is important. Your thoughts are important. Your emotions are precious. You cannot keep dumping it with all the thoughts, all the informations, whatever people say. Take it, keep it outside, validate it. Can I feed myself with it? See, we don't feed ourselves physically with a spoiled food. We're very careful about not taking junk food. But are we careful about junk thoughts? Are we careful about junk information that we're taking from social media or from others or whatever it is? We have to be intentional about it. That's all. The one word, if I could give you, be intentional of what you're feeding your thoughts with. I think that will help. Thank you very much,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I think Priyanka pursuing PhD and wanted to work on the research, risk management. I want to know is a good idea or not as a research area. Is education, want to know future implications, relevance. Definitely anything that you do on the line of psychology, I am for it. I don't know, I'm a little biased, or no, I'm not biased in here, but I really see the importance of any work that is done in psychology, because it's very important. Keep doing good work, Priyanka. Maybe you can tune it a little bit, but wonderful. Keep going on it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this time, and thanks for your attention and listening. And I again want to thank the organizers. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. It's time to thank our resource person of the day, Dr. Jemima, ma'am, for sharing your invaluable insights and expertise with us. Your contributions have enriched our understanding and broadened our perspectives. We thank our participants for your active engagement and enthusiastic participation. Your questions, comments, and interactions made this workshop truly interactive and meaningful. Thank you all once again for your contribution, participation, and support. Thank you so much, ma'am. I request all the participants to fill the feedback form which is posted in the chat box. Thank you.
அப்படியா ஏன்னா அப்புறம் அப்பதான் இது வரும் ஐயோ என்ன சாட் பாக்ஸ் போச்சு
ஃபீட்பேக் லிங்க் எங்க இருக்குன்னு
இ சர்டிபிகேட் வராது
இங்க இருக்கு